Some celebrities are proud and open when discussing their private lives. Others chose to keep their life away from the public eye, rarely discussing anything other than work. So for every celebrity like Sir Ian McKellen, who proudly discusses his homosexuality, there is another whose romantic preferences you would know nothing about without digging a little deeper. These are 15 gay celebrities you didn't know were gay. Number 15. Sir Ian McKellen. Sir Ian McKellen is a well-known English actor who has wowed the masses over his acting career. He sent shivers up the spines of audiences in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and those who saw him in Mr. Holmes and Beauty and the Beast were in awe of his talents. While everyone knows Sir Ian McKellen is a talented actor, not everyone knows that he's gay. Ian has been out and proud since 1988. Ever since, he has been a fighting force behind LGBT social movements across the world. In between times, he managed to win 6 Laurence Olivier Awards, a Golden Globe Award, a Tony Award, and 2 Critics' Choice Awards. Even his nominations for BAFTAs, Academy Awards, and Primetime Emmy Awards are notable achievements. Sir Ian McKellen has never let his sexual preferences hold him back, and he's easily one of the most versatile and accomplished actors on the world stage. Whether he's performing Shakespeare, science fiction, or modern theater, he blows his audiences away. His life in the limelight is everyone's business, but his personal life is a bit more private. His first relationship with history teacher Brian Taylor began in 1964. They were together for 8 years until 1972. In 1978, at the Edinburgh Festival, they were together until 1988. Ian McKellen became Sir Ian McKellen when he was knighted in 1991 for his services to performing arts. Before we go on, we have a cool challenge for y'all. It'll take about 5 seconds to complete. Let's make a deal. Just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 10 years of amazing luck and fortune. Try it, it actually works. Now it's time for the odd topic. For a long time, John Travolta was one of the most celebrated actors in Hollywood, and he is one of the few to have a second run of success when Tarantino cast him in Pulp Fiction and reignited his career all over again. His past heterosexual relationships have included actress Diana Hyland as well as Kelly Preston. But in 1991, a story published in Time magazine claimed Travolta was desperate to walk away from Scientology, but was scared to do so for fear the church would reveal private details about his life, including the fact that he had also embarked on homosexual relationships. These claims resurfaced in 2014 when his former pilot, Douglas Gaturba, claimed that the pair had been in a romantic relationship for 6 years. Travolta refuted this, yet this photo clearly shows the pair kissing. So what's the truth? What do you think? Is Travolta bisexual? Is he gay, and were his previous relationships with women lies? And if so, why is he keeping it a secret? If Mr. Travolta is watching, we just want him to know, we don't care either way. You're an awesome actor, so just keep up the good work. As always, comment down below with the hashtag #OddTopic and let us know your opinion in relation to what we just showed on screen. Let's move on to the next one. Number 14. Jillian Michaels. Jillian Michaels is a well-known TV personality, personal trainer, author, and businesswoman. She has her finger in many pies and inspires people all around the world to be fit and healthy. Most people know her from her appearance on The Biggest Loser, but she's also appeared on NBC, a 2015 talk show called The Doctors, Sweat Inc. as the judge and host, and Just Jillian on E!, her own reality TV series. It's fair to say Jillian Michaels is a jack or Jill of all trades. However, what you may not have known is that she is gay. Jillian came out in 2010 during an interview with Ladies' Home Journal. She then spoke with Health Magazine in 2014 about how she identified as a lesbian. Even though more and more people are learning that Jillian is gay and are accepting of it, she still struggles with what she refers to as the gay thing. She told Health magazine that talking about being gay is not a comfortable experience for her. The now 45-year-old spoke about how, for a long time, if anyone asked if she and former partner Heidi Rhodes were sisters, she would say that they were friends. They were together from 2009 until 2018 and had 2 children together. Her idea was that declaring they were friends would minimize the risk of people being shocked or disturbed. Jillian didn't realize she was gay until she was in her 20s. She knew she was bisexual in her late teens, but hadn't quite reached that point of accepting women were her preference. She referred to Madonna's song Justify My Love as her source of inspiration for helping her find her voice. Number 13. Apple CEO Tim Cook. Tim Cook took over the top position at Apple from Steve Jobs, and while that was headline news in itself, so too was the fact that Tim became the first gay CEO of a Fortune 500 company. When Tim Cook first took over the position from Steve Jobs, he kept his private life to himself. He had never denied that he was gay, but had never publicly acknowledged it either. However, that all changed in 2014. During an op-ed for Business Week, Tim announced that he was gay to the world. He said he was proud to be gay and considered it one of his greatest gifts from God. Tim went on to say that he had never hidden his sexuality and that many people had suspected it anyway. Apple was also aware of his sexual preferences, but Tim had chosen to focus on Apple products and customer service instead of his private life. Even now, he has kept any relationships he may or may not have under wraps. Tim appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and divulged his reasoning for publicly announcing he was gay. He said he valued his privacy, but that he was putting too much value on it over what sharing his truth could do for others. Number 12. Colton Haynes. Many people swoon over the Kansas-born Colton Haynes, an attractive American actor and model. He is well known for his starring roles in Arrow and Teen Wolf, but has a history in the limelight dating back to his modeling career in New York at the tender age of 15. Colton seemed to have it all. A promising future in modeling or acting, whichever he preferred. However, that didn't mean he didn't have some secrets that caused him a severe amount of anxiety. Colton announced he was gay in January 2016. For some time, the public had their suspicions, but Colton wasn't ready to confirm them. Suspicions arose of his sexual orientation when he made a comment on gay lifestyle magazine XY photos of himself a decade before he was thrown into the limelight. They took these comments to mean he was gay, but Colton was not in the best mind frame to confirm or deny. Colton sought treatment for his anxiety and came out to Entertainment Weekly in a public interview in 2016. He became engaged to and married celebrity florist Jeff Leatham in 2017, then filed for divorce in early 2018. While the couple reconciled, they finalized their divorce in August 2019. Any relationships since then, if any, have been kept firmly under wraps. Number 11. Andy Brennan. Andy Brennan is a talented Australian professional soccer/football player who is admired by fans around the world for his on-field talents. While his soccer skills are something to be admired, so too is his strength for publicly announcing his sexual orientation. Andy, who was born in 1993, became the first openly gay male Australian footballer and one of only a handful in the soccer scene. Andy had been in the closet for several years and had been in relationships with women during that time. While he wasn't 100% sure he was gay, Andy had been grappling with the prospect that he was. He said in an interview with the Herald Sun that it had been a significant mental burden, but he needn't have worried, for when Andy did come out to the world, he received nothing but support, even from fans and players of the opposition. Everyone from his teammates to his friends, family, and fans had been entirely supportive of his announcement. Andy believes coming out has had a positive impact on his life, and it has undoubtedly had an effect on his fans who may be battling the same curiosities about their own sexual orientation. Number 10. Jonathan Knight. If it weren't for a slip of the tongue and announcements by ex-lovers, the general public may not have known that New Kids on the Block boy band member Jonathan Knight was gay. Jonathan may not want his private life thrust into the limelight, but not being out and proud has meant more people may want to delve into it, whether he likes it or not. On Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, former girlfriend Tiffany, who was an 80s and 90s pop icon, accidentally outed him without malicious intent. During the interview, she was asked whether she had dated anyone from New Kids on the Block. She said, "The quiet one, the shy one. He became gay later." Tiffany felt awful, but Jonathan Knight defended her before hitting back at the media, who questioned why he hadn't divulged his secret. Jonathan said he had lived an open life with his partner Harley Rodriguez, who is not a celebrity, and had never hidden his sexual orientation, even if it were not widely known. He then released a statement on the New Kids on the Block blog, which said, "Apparently the prerequisite to being a gay public figure is to appear on the cover of a magazine with the caption, 'I am gay.' I apologize for not doing so if this is what was expected." Tiffany may have accidentally outed him, but his former boyfriend did it on purpose. The National Enquirer published an article in 2009 with Jonathan's ex-boyfriend outing him as gay. Jonathan never confirmed or denied. Number 9. Ellen Page. Ellen Page was thrust into the limelight at a young age, which can take its toll on any young actor or actress. She had to contend with newfound fame thanks to her roles on Hard Candy and Juno, not to mention long working hours and judgment from her peers. But it was her sexual orientation that Ellen found equally as hard to manage. She may be an award-winning actress with an MTV Movie Award, Teen Choice Award, and several nominations under her belt, but she was also battling with a secret. Ellen came out to the public as gay during a 2014 Human Rights Campaign conference in Las Vegas with the theme Time to Thrive. Just 3 years later, in 2017, she alleged that Brett Ratner, a filmmaker, had outed her as a lesbian on the X-Men set a decade before she was ready to share it with anyone. At the time, she was just 18 years old. She didn't come out until she was 28. In the Facebook post describing the event, Ellen said that she was thankful for people who were breaking the silence against the abuse and how frustrating it was that people looked the other way in the acting industry. Ellen said people used to tell her that no one could know she was gay as she was trying to build her acting career. She said she was also forced to wear heels and dresses for photo shoots. While she is happily married to choreographer and dancer Emma Porter, she can't help but think back at the impact the sexual orientation rumors and news had on her. She said the headlines were detrimental to her mental health. Number 8. Wentworth Miller. Wentworth Miller, born to English and American parents, is an actor and screenwriter best known for his role as Michael Scofield in the popular TV series Prison Break. He has also appeared in Ghost Whisperer, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Law and Order, and even a voice acting role on Family Guy. Wentworth has grappled with his sexuality all his life, and even attempted suicide multiple times throughout his teenage years. In 2007, he denied claims that he was gay in an interview with InStyle magazine, but came out 6 years later in an unexpected way. Wentworth had been invited to attend the St. Petersburg International Film Festival. He posted a letter on their website declining the invite because he was troubled by the Russian government's treatment of its gay people. He said he couldn't, in good conscience, attend an event in a country where, quote, people like myself, unquote, are being denied their right to live and love openly. Number 7. Christian Nairn. Christian Nairn may not look all that familiar to some people, but if you haven't been living under a rock, you would recognize him as Hodor from Game of Thrones, which shot an ordinary man to fame. Christian was not a well-known actor up until his role as Hodor, but once he hit the global stage, people wanted to know about him, including his sexual status. Christian said he doesn't want to be a figurehead, but if he can help just one person, he'd be happy. According to most news sources, Christian came out of the closet in 2014 after a Game of Thrones interview on a fan site. However, he insists he was never in. He said his sexuality was only a small part of him, but that he was happy to stand up and be counted. He became engaged to a non-celebrity, Trevor Brannan, in mid-2019. Number 6. Don Lemon. Don Lemon has been the friendly face on CNN that everyone knows and loves since 2006. He's a long-standing news reporter, anchor, journalist, and now author. It wasn't until he released his memoir titled Transparent that the general public learned this charming man was gay. Don said he grew up thinking he would never be able to go public with his relationships. He also never thought he could get married. But with his announcement on social media in 2019 declaring that his boyfriend Tim Malone had proposed, it was clear that times had changed. Don said no one at CNN would have been surprised to learn he was gay, but he kept it a secret from the public due to fear. As more and more people come out as gay and announce their support for those who are, people like Don can be free to be themselves. As such, he felt comfortable enough to share a kiss with Tim during a live New Year's Eve broadcast in 2017. According to Don's conversations with CNN, his boyfriend proposed with bow tie-shaped dog tags on his dogs, Boomer and Barkley. Number 5. Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson is an actress that's well known for her roles in American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, Ocean's 8, and repeating roles in American Horror Story. Given that she has an abundance of awards to her name, such as a Golden Globe and Primetime Emmy, and being named one of 100 of the most influential people in the world, there are many reasons to like what Sarah stands for. But it's her approach to relationships that earned her the most kudos in many people's eyes. When asked about her sexuality in a Broadway.com interview in 2013, she said the situation is fluid. She doesn't like to feel straitjacketed or make life choices based on what each community expects of her. Her feelings ring true, for she has been with both male and female partners. She was with actress Cherry Jones for 5 years between 2004 and 2009, but had only been with men before then, including her then-fiancé Tracy Letts, a playwright. She became involved with actress Holland Taylor in 2015. There's a 32-year age gap between the pair, but Sarah states she doesn't choose who she falls in love with. She says it's unconventional, but anyone who feels judged or misperceived for being in the same position can look at how she's living her life, in a way that is authentic to me, just trying to be as real as possible, she says. Sarah Paulson doesn't call herself a lesbian, gay, homosexual, or any other term. She just loves who she loves. Number 4. Greta Garbo. There are plenty of celebrities in today's modern age who have come out as gay, but spare a thought for those who may have been gay but through circumstances and the era were never able to express their real feelings. One such example of that was Greta Garbo, born in 1905. Greta was a reclusive European star who made a name for herself with American audiences. Didn't matter whether she was in sound or silent films, her looks and sensuality made her a standout actress of the time. She ranked 5th on the list of the greatest female stars of classic Hollywood cinema. But while it may look like Greta had it all, she didn't. Those who knew her believed she lived an isolated life of despair, all because she wanted to be together with her girlfriend, Mimi Pollock, a Swedish actress. A book compiled and written by Tin Anderson Axel included love letters from Greta, whose real last name is Gustafsson, to Mimi Pollock. Even after Mimi went on to marry and have children, Greta wrote about how she dreamed of seeing her and how she always thought they belonged together. Greta never married or had children, and she lived alone. She had a few brief relationships with men, but she never settled down. Many think it was because Greta was never able to have her true love, Mimi. She died in 1990, age 85. Number 3. Clive Davis. Think Bruce Springsteen, Whitney Houston, Janis Joplin, Kelly Clarkson, and Notorious B.I.G. Then discover what they all have in common. Music executive Clive Davis. Clive was a leader of the pack and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2000 for his musical influences. While he was known for his big clients, he was also known for his even bigger scandals. Clive was a married man who used to have several affairs with women. However, what many don't know is that he also slept with a man while married to his second wife, as he outlined in his book, The Soundtrack of My Life. Clive described his sexuality as evolving and said that it was a tough adjustment for his family. His son, a concert promoter, struggled with his dad's sexuality for a while. Clive now describes himself as bisexual, but has a long-term male partner. Number 2. Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt was the longest-serving First Lady in the United States, married to Franklin D. Roosevelt, who served 4 terms in office. She was always in the limelight for outspokenness on African-American civil rights, as well as being quite open and in the public eye, with a magazine column, radio show, and regular press conferences. Perhaps more astounding, however, was her rumored relationship with female journalist Lorena Hickok, who Eleanor called Hick. For decades, rumors swirled about the pair's special relationship. They had met when Lorena covered her final presidential campaign, and Eleanor said herself that she had fallen madly in love with her. Letters penned by Eleanor to Lorena in 1933 portray as much. They said things like, "I ache to hold you close. I wish I could lie down beside you tonight and take you in my arms." Evidence leans towards the relationship involving physical intimacy. However, family members destroyed many of the letters to keep their relationship a secret. According to some sources, Eleanor's sexual orientation, even though she was married to Franklin Roosevelt, was well known in the White House. Number 1. Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon is an American actress who has gained a massive following due to her role as a cast member on Saturday Night Live. She has also appeared in the films Office Christmas Party and The Spy Who Dumped Me. Kate is a lesbian, but she has never made a public announcement to that fact. Instead, she's just open with anyone who asks her about her sexual preferences. Most people, however, prefer to just watch her American political imitations, for they are something special. Kate, who was born in 1984, is the only openly lesbian cast member of Saturday Night Live, and says the hit TV show X-Files helped her realize she was gay. She remembers seeing Gillian Anderson on the show, who played the role of Dana Scully, and noticed a change in her physiological state. While initially she thought it was due to David Duchovny's face playing the role of Fox Mulder, she soon realized it was Gillian who brought about that reaction. "So I knew then," she said. Kate doesn't have social media because she fears people will misrepresent her feelings. Therefore, it's hard to keep up with her love life. However, it is known that she has a cat that she calls her son, and that she is or was in a relationship with American actress Jackie Abbott. So there you have it, folks. There are 15 celebrities who are out and proud, but that you may not have known about. Did any of them surprise you? Can you think of any other surprising people to come out? Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on screen right now. See you next time.